to my channel, Simone here. So today I'm going to be doing a bit of a different video. This is the BookTube About Me tag. I wasn't tagged for this video, but I wanted to make a video that was a bit more about me personally, so you get to know me a little bit more rather than just about the books that I like, which I love as well. This tag was created by Harriet Rosie, who's, I think I've done one of her original tags before. I can't remember which one it was. But I love tags, you know me. I enjoy a tag video. And I thought this one was a good one to do, like I said, so you can get to know me a bit more. And let's get started. There's 10 questions. So question number 1 is what do you study, or what is your job? So I will answer these in two separate parts. So in what do you study? I don't study anything at the minute. I have a full-time job. I don't go to school anymore, but I do have a law degree. I did an LLB degree, which I got with honours, and I finished that in 2013. Yeah, qualified. That was really, really good. I really enjoyed learning about the law. Have no intentions of doing anything legal like that, but yeah, I really enjoyed learning that. I met AJ, my boyfriend, at university, which was really great. It was the one good thing I got out of it, I think, other than obviously a degree. But yeah, I think that was great. But that's kind of one of the reasons why I really enjoy reading sort of crime thrillers and sort of legal thrillers as well, obviously, because I kind of have somewhat of a background in that. And then the other part of that was, what is your job? So I won't say which company I work for, because I don't know, I find it a bit uncomfortable to talk about, a bit weird. Don't want any like conflicts of interest or anything, but I work as a dispenser for a pharmacy, and that means that I basically do prescriptions and I get medication ready for people, and yeah, and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's what I do for a living. That's my job. Question number 2, what is your favourite social media channel? Had you asked me this a few years ago, I probably would have answered differently. It always used to be Facebook. I was a big Facebook user. I loved that was pretty much the only one I use regularly, but I would definitely say it's probably Twitter now. I don't really use my Facebook very much anymore. I have only sort of my friends that I live in the sort of same town as, kind of, and my family. That's the only people I really have on Facebook, and I don't really write anything on Facebook anymore. I just tend to see other people's posts. Twitter is a bit different for me. I really love Twitter. I've met a lot of BookTube people on Twitter, and for me it's just the more accessible social media. I also like Instagram, but I definitely don't use it anywhere near as much. I like Instagram more for watching other people's Instagram stories. I don't really tend to use it as much. I do upload like quite regularly, I think, but I don't really, it's not kind of the main one for me. It's definitely Twitter. Question number 3 is, if you had another channel, what would it be about? And I used to have a beauty YouTube channel. I've deleted most of the videos that I did when I was there. It actually was the same channel as this. It just used to be a beauty channel. So probably I would still be doing that if I had another channel and I hadn't discovered that BookTube existed. Otherwise, it would probably be more like a lifestyle one, where I maybe talk more about like myself personally. But pretty much BookTube is where I'm focused, because that's my favourite and I love that. Question number 4 is, do you play any instruments? And no, I don't. I used to play the clarinet when I was younger, and I really enjoyed playing it. And I also had a lap harp, which I used to play. It was really, really cool, but I don't play any instruments now. I'm not particularly musically minded, so yeah, it's not really for me. But I've also tried to learn the guitar at one point and the piano, but yeah, again, I'm not very gifted musically, and I don't really have the motivation to keep going with it. Question number 5, what hobbies do you have other than reading? Other than reading and obviously BookTube, I am a member of my local rock choir, which in the UK is a choir, like it's a group. There's lots of them across the UK, and basically you go each week and you learn different songs, and then you do performances, and I really enjoy being part of a choir. They do a lot of rock music, which is a bit different than a lot of choirs that I've heard of before. A lot of choirs tend to be more sort of like operatic music and stuff like that, as opposed to more like rock music, which I personally prefer, and I just really like the atmosphere. I go with a friend of mine from work, and it's nice to kind of get to know her in a different setting, and it's just really nice to go, and I've been part of a few performances and I really enjoy that, and yeah, I really like kind of being part of that, and it gives me something else to do as well, and learning the songs is amazing, and I just love to sing, really, even though it's not something I would ever be able to do by myself. And the good thing about rock choir is you don't have to audition by yourself. You just sort of go in and be part of the group, and then you figure out your voice part and you sing from there. And you can do solos if you choose to. I do not choose to, but no, I really enjoy being part of rock choir. It's definitely something that I love to do every week. Question number 6 is, what are your favourite TV shows? I've made a few videos about TV shows previously, but I really enjoy, again, it's the kind of crime ones. I really like CSI, I like Boston Legal, Ally McBeal are some of my favourites. Obviously Friends is amazing. More recently I basically watch everything on Netflix, so I really like documentary things as well. But TV shows, I really like The Staircase, Making a Murderer, which I haven't yet finished but I need to. I really liked The Keepers, that was on Netflix. I like the Britain's Darkest Taboos, which was really good. Again, it's that kind of crime type thing, but definitely give me more recommendations for that type of thing, because I do love to find out about new things from you. Yeah, I really like. I'm also really enjoying American Horror Story at the moment, the 2nd season. That's the one I'm on at the minute. But yeah, really kind of, I love to watch TV. Netflix is like amazing to me. Question number 7 is, what got you into reading? And if I'm totally honest, I kind of was just brought up that as it being a normal thing. My parents are big readers, and so we've read since I was little. When I was very little, I used to read at nursery and then at school, and yeah, the Harry Potter books definitely were a big influence on my young reading life. It was the only series I've ever really like waited for the next book to come out and been really excited to read it straight away. But generally, yeah, it's just always been a thing. I can't really say one thing got me into reading. I remember when I was at uni, I didn't read pretty much at all for 3 years, and I'm so glad I'm not still doing that, because reading for me is such a therapeutic thing. I love it. I love reading about different things. I think my reading taste has expanded a lot, and yeah, I just adore it. Question number 8 is, what are your favourite and least favourite genres? My favourite, like I said, is the kind of crime thriller, maybe legal thriller. I also really enjoy reading non-fiction. Probably my least favourite tends to be, well, I always think it's fantasy. I'm not really a big fantastical reader, especially high fantasy. There are a few I've really liked, but generally it's a bit hit or miss for me. So that's probably my least favourite, but I am trying to read more of them to kind of find out which type I like, because I think there are different types of fantasy reading, and some I like and some I don't. Question number 9 is, what books define your childhood? Obviously Harry Potter, Shadow the Sheepdog, The Hodgehog was a big one when I was little. Yeah, there are quite a few, but I think Harry Potter for me is definitely the one. I know obviously every time I make a tag video, Harry Potter is in it somewhere, and this is no exception obviously. But yeah, I think most people that grew up about the time I did, Harry Potter was a big thing in their lives. Question number 10 is, tell us an interesting fact about you. I really hate this bit, because I always hated at school when you used to have to sit there and tell an interesting fact about you. Because of course, as soon as you have to think about an interesting fact, nothing about you is interesting anymore. An interesting fact about me is that I'm actually trying to kind of get into gaming a bit more, which is a bit of a weird thing to say. If you don't know, my boyfriend AJ has a gaming channel, which I will link below. I link it below in every video, it's always there. But he has sort of reinvented his channel again recently, and we've been filming some videos, and I've been learning different games that I've never played before. I don't ever really play first-person shooter games, but we have been trying, and apparently I'm alright at it. So I've been told. So that's probably an interesting fact about me, is that yeah, I kind of enjoy gaming now, which is a bit strange for me to say. I didn't think that was going to be a thing that came out. So yeah, that is my BookTube About Me tag. I'm going to tag 3 people. You might have already done this. If you have, don't worry. Again, it's just me picking people off the top of my head. So I'm going to tag Fit and Beautiful Heart Reads, Charlie from Charlie Brooke, and Brit from Basically Brit. So I hope that you guys do this video if you want to. I enjoyed filming it. It was great to talk a bit more about me personally. So I upload every Monday and Friday at 5 PM, and so I hope that you come back and check out my channel in the future. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you in my next one. Bye guys!